Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Fissner. How you doing, guys? So, in today's episode, we have a special stuff, DENON. DENON came with completely no standby voltage. Ouch! What I got here. And when I've opened it, none of the fuses were blown, nor anything obvious like in the visual inspection. So I took the small PCB here on the side out for an inspection. Yes, I'll look at it. It should be in my photos, but I've forgotten to take photos on the on the way of doing it. So that's why I want to explain you by using words rather than anything else, so that you will know how I've done it. So I've used my regular method, I just went for the obvious, so that means I've set up on the beep mode, on the diode mode, and I start to measure from the cable. Cable was fine, and then I haven't seen blown components anywhere. Like the second part which I did, the photos didn't upload it, so they need to upload, that's why I don't see them. That'll not take long. So what I want to say is I did take a look at the bridge rectifier and no shorts, neither on the analog or digital line. Yes, I mean the direct current line. I said okay, no short, that's fine. Maybe, just maybe, will be short somewhere else, and let's just check. So I think the photos have uploaded. So I said okay, let's go further, let's go on the connector, yes, where it's connected with the main board. Yes, so I said okay, I'll show you all the photos and then I'll explain, because that makes more sense. Okay, so that's the back. Yes, so I checked the AC, there was no short, so happy chappy, that's fine. Then the screws for me, that's another commercial job. And this PCB here, as you can see, this PCB, that's the standby PCB, by the way, and this PCB has as well components here. Yes, you can see there are components here, and at the bottom here, at where we can't see it, there are 3 capacitors. They are looking like these actually. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe these are these. So these 3 capacitors, yes. So I went and I've checked everything, guys. I removed, I removed 3 capacitors, electrolytic capacitors. I did remove, here, double diode. I did remove double diode from that board. And those capacitors are here somewhere. Ah, okay, that's why we can't see it. So, yeah. I remove 1, 2, and there is a 1, 2, and 3 capacitors, electrolytic capacitors. I've removed the diode here, and I said, gosh, it won't be transformer, because that wouldn't make sense. Transformer has to have short, and capacitors usually are given the short, or the diode can give the short. Yes, transistor form like MOSFET, IGBT, or just regular transistor track, these can short. Yes, so I said okay, so what else? Yes, what else? And I said okay, so let me see at the bottom of this board, and I'm looking, and there are SMD small components like 06, 03 size, this size, and I've measured only one was faulty when I removed them from the board, and that was showing 4.6 something microfarads. So I said okay, so if one of them is faulty, they are looking at the same shape, I'll risk it and I'll replace all 3 of them with 4.7 microfarads. So I did. So I removed those 2, and I said okay, no problem, I'll do it. And look, and we've got a standby because of a 1 tiny capacitor. Yes, that's all it was. That's all the fault there was. So we've got this, and now when I will plug it in, Super heavy as always, then they are. Yes, you get a standby LED, press it, and we get a working. Green is blinking and then switching pull, and then it's fine. Yes. And now relay has kicked in, so now we've got a proper green light, so we're happy chappies. And that's all it was to fix it. Unfortunately, it's not the 5 minutes work, because you've got some disassembly, and then of course you need to diagnose the components. Hopefully I didn't bunk too much here. If I did, I'm sorry. That wasn't in purpose. But yeah, I've got a microscope here. Let me check if I've got anywhere seen on. No, I don't. And here, oh, here we've got. So these are the capacitors I had, 1, 2, and 3. And one of them has a short, just one, single one. For those who don't know the sizes, I will use you a needle. Here is a needle. Okay, so I'm putting needle aside of it, and look how big they are. And one only is faulty. Not 2 and 3 are fine. They show in 4.7 microfarads. That's why I knew it's 4.7. But that's how big they are, and that caused a no power in the DENON. Why you're flying away, stupid capacitor? Okay, so yeah, you see that small component, literally, and that's stopping this DENON, which is a good 4K whatever, blah 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 blah, yeah. Home cinema stuff. That small tiny component can kill your device, and all it takes is just a basic knowledge about electronics and you can fix it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you in this episode. If you need anything explain further, please let me know, but that's the best way I think I can explain you. You just remove components which you think will be faulty, and you trying to observe on the PCB where is the input and where is the output of the PCB. So you don't need to know what the PCB does, yes? But if you are on the input, there's no short. If you're on the output, there's no short. Then you start like on bridge rectifier, because it's, you know, further from the front. And if there is still no short, yes, then you know the short is somewhere in between exit and this section. So then you can see if the short is before the transformer, or maybe it's behind the transformer, which will be again showing you in which direction you should look for. And well, there is number of components which you need to test or voltage inject, yes, to see which one will be getting hotter and shouldn't. And if you don't have a thermal cam, you can use IPA, or if there is a few components, I'm choosing to just solder random components to be true, random components and see it this way. Because to be true, if it's just like about up to 10 components, it's not a long, you know, if that would be a huge PCB and there will be plenty of components, then of course I wouldn't use this technique of removal, or I would find a way to eliminate sections, yes, and I will remove sections rather than single components. But because it was small PCB like this, what's the point, yes? Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was useful, and if possible, leave me a like button down there so that I can have some magic from you as well. Thank you guys. Bye bye. If possible, let's fix them all.